up? What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? Check it out. So, it's been a while, man. It's been a minute. Let me see. Am I getting my audio output capture right? Let me fix that. That might not even be right. That might not even be right. Huh? This only if you want to. Let me make sure I got this right now, because I don't even know if my audio output capture is working like it might not even be right. No, it's right. It's right. I hear it. That might not even be right. Huh? That's right. That's right. All right. So cool. I'm gonna have it up here. But besides all that, man, let me get off of here real quick, man. So it's been a minute since we've been on. Let me get a little things going too, man. This is what I will label, man, let me fix my mic. My mic is just, I had to get this kind of last minute, but I was talking to a buddy of mine at the gym earlier today, and just basically explaining to him, like, man, I wanted to start up a podcast, man. I got all the stuff here to do it, so I might as well do it. You know what I'm saying? But really, what the podcast is going to be about today is it's going to be about what fitness means to you. Like, this is what this is I guess it's sort of a series that I want to get on and, touch base on, and just honestly start a little community of people that I know, and people that just want to join in, man, and we can get in here and we can talk about fitness and what fitness and health means to you. And listen, man, I'm a big nerd when it comes to this, so this is something that's very important to me. And I'm gonna touch base on a lot of different things, and then I'm gonna get into discussing what fitness means to me as far as who I am, all right, and what I do. So this is what we're about to do, man. Let me get some stuff posted. Now, I plan on multi-streaming soon. Right now, it's just to YouTube. I was trying to get on Facebook with it, but that didn't end up working. So let me just go ahead and share the stream real quick, and then we'll get into some other stuff. So let me get in here real quick. Okay, so let me get this, and I'm gonna get this stream shared real quick. Let me share that. We're about to get it. We're gonna get it going, man. We're gonna get it going on here. Paste that. So. And this is just like a live podcast, man. This is So this is something live that I'll do, man. If I have to do this every day, I'll do it every day, cause man, I'm gonna get into that. I'm about to get into that. That's important right there. That's important, okay? So that's important. So I got this BattleNet stuff up, but I'll probably end up pulling up like some information or something. But for right now, we just gonna be talking. Man, it's been doing something with an update forever now, bro. So I don't care about none of that. So anyways, man, let's get into it, man. Let's get into the chat. Let's get into the talk, man. I'm gonna try to get a few people in here. But honestly, just to start off, I'm gonna leave the phone out of it for right now. But just to start off, man, so what fitness means to me, man, that is a question. That is a question for myself, because here I am now, man. I've been personal training, man. I've been working as a personal trainer, and really loving my career so far and my job and what I've done. And I started doing this around a little bit at the start of the summer, I believe, is when I started. It had to be around June. Around in that time frame. Anyways, man, I've been doing it for a while now, man, and that's the reason why you haven't seen me. That's the reason why you haven't seen me posting any gaming clips. It's cause, man, honestly, I had to find something for me. You know what I'm saying? Like something that I knew that I could excel at, man, and you know that's really happening for me right now as far as being a trainer and things like that. Because, man, how it started off for me, man, is and this is just pertaining to this year. I'm not gonna go like super far back in the detail or anything like that, but like, man, this was just a hobby of mine, something that I had been doing for years, man, ever since I was a kid, pretty much, man. But just being infatuated with training and working out, man. And honestly, man, shoot, I said I wasn't gonna go into detail with it, but I am gonna go into detail with it because this is a podcast, right? I can do that. I can just sit here and talk. And the cool thing about it is, man, is I remember, man, just vividly sitting up in my living room, man, watching the Rocky movies, and just being just really it was really dope to see like this man like work out like he was working out in, like, man, especially in Rocky 4, man, when he's getting ready to fight Ivan Drago. Man, it was just pretty dope to me. I was like, dang, this dude's strong, bro. He's in the lab, he's training, man. This dude's like, it was very cool to me at a young age to see that. So as I got older and I started to learn just more about training and working out, man, I fell in love with it more, man. And, you know, 2019, I want to say 2018, 2019, man, is when I really started just like really taking it serious. Like, I was taking it serious. I thought I was taking it serious before, but like as you get older and as you age, like that begins to change. So anyways, man, like, fast forward to now, bro. Like, I've been a full-time trainer for some months now, and let me tell you, man, I can see, man, a tremendous growth has happened, bro. And this is how I'm getting further into explaining what fitness means to me. Because what fitness means to me is, fitness is just, it's a lifestyle, man. This is something that we do every day, you know. It's just not something that we do for 2 months and we put it down. And, you know, I understand that life gets in the way, and you know, and things happen that can hinder you from going to the gym like you want to, or getting the proper training in that you need to train for whatever sport. Because that's like, we're not going to limit it to just fitness as far as like, you know, what's being like done in the gym, because not a lot of workouts go down in the gym. It just depends on what type of you know, what type of preparation or of what sport you're playing for. So it could be, man, your training could be sprints. Your training could be plyometrics. It could be a number of different things. So like, you know, that's just the, you know, going a little bit of, guess, detail on that, man. Like, you know, fitness can be a wide range of things. And what I mean, that's exactly what I mean by fitness. Fitness doesn't have to necessarily mean just you going in the gym and you just lifting weight. That's great, you know, if that's what you do. But, yeah, with me, it's a wide scale of things. And that's also the purpose of this podcast too, is to kind of like go in and break down a lot of this stuff, man. A lot of this stuff from different types of training, you know. And I know I'm getting off course with what I was saying, but like that's so far getting into further detail for what I love to do. This is what I love to do, and I've been locked in, man. I've been locked in personally, from my training side to what I've been eating, right? And you know, because that's the most important thing, what you're putting into your body, all right? And then, like, you know, what other things, man, putting into our body, man. I just been I've been locked into making sure my clients are getting the training that they need. And another most important side of it too, and it's pretty much 4 things, man. 4 things that I'm locked into right now. And that's honestly learning more on the training side, man. Because like, you know, I knew about working out and how to work out, you know, certain muscle groups and this and that. But as I got older, man, like, when you know better, you do better. And honestly, that's just like, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. As far as, and it's a lot, and of course it's a lot more. It's a lot more involved. It's a lot more involved. But let me do a few other things real quick. Take a little. Let me see. Let me get my homeboy up here. Let me get that sent to my homeboy. Cause I told him, I was like, man, I'm liable to do this today. I'm gonna send it to another homeboy of mine. Cause some of these guys, I want them to tune in, chime in, get their, you know, things like that. And I will say, I am going to be streaming on Facebook as well with this. So I'm just sending that to the guys. And so I'm gonna probably rephrase the name. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Well, let me see real quick, man. Hold on, give me a moment. Is the name, do you feel like the name, is he going to sleep? Do you feel like the name, or naming this, like, what does fitness mean to you? Should it be like health? What does health mean to you?
Well, I feel like the guy I recognize. Or all these other punks.
Okay. Yeah, alright. So cool.
Well, you finish up after we, alright?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm not hungry.
I'll check the food. Oh, still cooking. They don't even look like it's. Well, I don't know. Is it on? Do you got it on? Oh, you got it on toast?
Oh snap, man! I'm such an idiot.
What does it need to be on?
Air fry.
Man, girl. God dang.
Time to back up.
I did, man. I did. This girl cooking food in the air fryer. Got it on toast. She finna toast the food up. Man, that's crazy. Anyway, so I got that sent out to some people, man, and yeah, so that's pretty much I don't know, man. Have I covered? Let me get back on here, man, because I'm tripping. Like, yeah. So I hope they kind of. I do kind of hope, and man. Let me tell you, I get so scatterbrained. I'll get on here and just ramble. So if I ever just ramble, like, you know, tell me, man. Leave that in the comment. Put that in the chat box. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna end up getting I'm gonna end up just doing this every day for like an hour and a half, something like that, man. Because really, man, let's get into it. Let's talk about it for sure. And I hope they kind of just gives I kind of hope they really did give like a brief description of what fitness means to me. Ultimately, it's just a lifestyle, man. It's a lifestyle. That's the ultimate thing. But like, man, this has honestly been the best thing that has ever happened to me. This has been the best decision I've ever made. I've never felt, I feel like, I don't feel like I'm at my peak, but I definitely feel like I'm getting there. Like my training alone for myself is just getting, it's getting better for real. Cause like I'm just having these opportunities to like really like hone in, you know what I'm saying? Like really hone in, really focus, really lock in. And that's what I really wanted. Like, and I can pretty much, so like right now with my training, what I specifically, and this ain't with nothing that I'm studying or anything like that, cause I do study, and right now my studying is pretty much just like, it's a wide range of just things right now. And it just depends on what I wake up and what I feel like reading. So like last night I was in, so give me one moment, let me go and grab that real quick. I'm gonna grab a couple books. Thank you, girl. Anyway, so man, I got a couple books here, man, and also leave down in the chat for whoever's viewing out there, right? Leave down in the chat. Leave down what fitness means to you. Write that down in the chat. I don't care how long it is. Just write it in there. We'll talk about it, man, for sure. Just write down. And what I mean by fitness is just any type of like this whole spectrum of just like what we do and what we love. If this is something that you who me? Anyways, what it do? Welcome to the podcast. Well, I call it a podcast. Well, it's a stream, but I call it a podcast, but it could mean the same thing. But anyways, so just leave down in the comment section, what fitness means to you, and it's just the whole thing, man. Just the entirety of just fitness, nutrition, like all that, man. You can get into all that. I'm okay with that. Just what does it mean to you? So anyways, for me, it's a lifestyle. It's something that I do every day. Alright? I try to minimize as many distractions as possible so I can really focus in. But anyways, like I was saying, with my reading and what I got going on with that is like I'll just pick up and randomly read and this is Nutritional Scientist. It was a good buddy of mine. Being stronger for the people around me. Hey, I respect it. And that's partly a reason why I do the same. I gotta do one more thing too, but that's probably a reason why I do the same. Yeah, because how can I take care of others if I can't take care of myself? You know what I'm saying?
My aunt, she's an idiot, but she's right.
Like,
no judge in their right minds are gonna side with me.
do you know how like comforting it is to know that, like, and I'm not gonna say well, what I'm gonna say is this is focusing on health, and me, I really like that for sure. I do. I'm in total agreement with that. But like, do you know how good it feels mentally to know, like, when you're taking care of your overall health? Like, that's something that you don't have to worry about. And you want to know the beautiful part about it is too, right? It doesn't take you that long to get it done. All you roughly need is, just to remain active, is just 30 minutes a day. About 30 minutes a day. That's all you need. That's it. That's really not a long time at all. You can blink in 30 minutes, boom, it's up. You see what I'm saying? That's really not a long time. All right. That's what I love about it too. But let me post this link in here because I'm gonna be let me post this link to my Instagram real quick. Let me post it in there. But yeah, this is a podcast that I'm going to be doing, man, and I'm going to get more into like nutritional sciences, this book that I've been reading. I'm going to show you a few others that I'm reading, and I'm really pretty much just gathering just a lot of information, because when I got my certification, and this is a thing where I want to help trainers out on. I want to help people out. I want to get this information out to people because it will help. What I feel like it will help. So just give me a moment and then we'll get in that. Let me get this sent over real quick. And then I got to get this copy. Because I will be going live to Facebook. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, Follow me there at Mike Mann. All right. That's MikeMann. All right. Follow me there, and I'll be going live whenever I get all that situated. But for right now, I'm just going live on YouTube. So,
Just keep your eyes on the monitors and keep people out.
let me get this put in there. All right. But yeah, so let me get this posted, and we're gonna be on. And I just decided to do this, man, because honestly, at this point, I'm just getting, I'm trying to just really learn myself, learn from other individuals, right? Because it's all just a little learning experience that we go through, what we call life. But yeah, that's partly why I'm doing this podcast too. Because listen, man, just because I'm doing this podcast, it doesn't mean that I know everything, bro. I don't know everything. So that's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to pass along information, and I'm also here to receive information too. So I will never pretend like, or try to pretend like I know everything, but I'll always just, we can work together. We can work together. That is for sure. All right, so man, with this nutritional sciences, and what was I getting on to? Okay, so yeah. I know what I was saying, and for future reference, I'm gonna have talking points as well, but this was just something that I just decided to do today, because man, I got really inspired at the gym earlier, man. And then I'm gonna don't let me forget, I'm gonna get into a little bit of that information about like being certified as well, but I got really inspired at the gym. Now keep in mind, man, Monday is my off day, right? From training clients, being at the gym. And so I was like, all right, man, today I'm going in, I'm working legs. Man, it's going to be, is my camera looking pretty fuzzy all the way back here? Let me know. But anyways, so I was like, man, I'm finna get legs in. So I ended up getting up to, and I've been working on this lately. This is something that I've been working on, going back to strength training. This is one thing I've been working on. I've been working on squats. Usually on Mondays is my leg day. All right. So I do that first thing in the week to really get in and get the hardest, what I would consider the hardest. It's not hard anymore to me because I've done it so many times. And, for the people who don't like working legs like that, I recommend putting it at the beginning of the week. Go ahead and put it in on Monday. Get it over with. You ain't got to worry about it. Unless you want to hit legs again later on in the week. But, hey. So, anyways, I decided I was going to get me a leg day in. I was pumped up, man. I was ready. You know what I'm saying? Got my stretch, my warm-ups going. And, yeah, I ended up just doing squats. Yeah, that was it. I ended up doing squats. But I ended up working my way up to 315 for a single. No, 325 for a single. With good depth. I'll end up posting that probably in my shorts. I got it up on my other social media, but that's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on hitting some heavier loads at the proper depth, especially with squat, and I got some other stuff I'm doing too. Yeah, other than that, I didn't end up going and getting the world's, what I would consider the world's best workout in, but I ended up talking to some individuals in there, man, and we were just talking about mind state, just like just overall, me and a mentor of mine, we're talking about just overall, just being positive, just being positive for one. And then I got to talking with what I would consider a good team of future trainers, like for real, that already have a good amount of knowledge, and we were just sitting around just talking about just all kinds of stuff related to fitness and fitness science, and just, man, I know a buddy of mine, shout out to Austin, man. He, man, this guy's another guy that I look up to, good friend of mine, peer of mine, and we go and we talk about, just breaking down the science of it. We got all the way down to just quantum physics, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, when you start getting down into the cells and things like that, man, that's what you're dealing with, atoms and all that jazz, right? So, like, and a lot of that is in this book, Nutritional Sciences, and that's what's pretty cool about this book here, is that it starts getting into details. Like, for instance, one section that I'm reading about is carbohydrate digestion, absorption, and circulation. And another one that I'm reading about is like the digestion of starch. And it's pretty cool because, like, to really be conscious to the fact that, like, okay, the digestive tract starts in the mouth, and it's really dope how, like, the digestion of starch comes about. It happens. So that's pretty dope, and I'll be sharing that information as we go along further and further into these podcasts and things like that. But another thing that I was going to tap into and speak about was just your certification, right? All right, so let's get into that. That's something that I can't stress enough, man, and I'm gonna really put it out there because, like, honestly, man, I can say that as far as being a trainer, now this is not my first rodeo as a trainer, but this is my first rodeo as a trainer, really being locked into my craft, right? Because, like, I really want to become a master at it, to some degree. And I know it's going to take, like, me being in the gym, getting the information that I need, and just, overall just being locked in, man. Being locked in. That's what I meant by that. But, like, let's go into this certification now. Now, I'm gonna stress this. I can't stress this enough. Don't just stop at a certification, all right? Whatever certification you get, in my opinion now, this is my opinion, you do what you want, man. Do what you want, but in my opinion, don't just stop at a certification. Especially if you want to be a better trainer, and man, because it's a lot, man. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of information out there, and not all of it really talks about the same thing, but it does. And I'm gonna put it to you like this: if you were a really experienced trainer, you would kind of understand what I'm talking about. If you were an experienced trainer, you would know what I'm talking about. As far as the information, right? Now, people can go on and say what they want to say about the science books and this or that, but, like, honestly, what you have to do is you have to take that information, right? And just don't take information from one source. Take information from multiple sources. But then what you do is you apply it into your work. You take this source over here, right, that this information is giving you, and you're like, okay, I'm going to take that and I'm going to implement it into the gym. I'm going to implement it in my training, or implement it into the training. And honestly, at that point, I would say, man, you find out what works for you, find out what doesn't work for you. It's neither right or wrong. You see what I'm saying? It's neither right or wrong. It's just all about the approach and the design.
I made it.
Alright?
You want to drink it?
So,
Taste it.
and I'm going to get better with it because, like I said, I don't know everything. But that's the one thing I do know that will help you. If you want to be a better trainer, just don't stop at that certification. Definitely move along. I mean, move along with more information. Move along with more information. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You know, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Taste it.
For real. But besides all of that, though, I mean, yeah, that's why I do this. That's why I do this. That's why I do it. That's why, and I love it. It has been a life-changing experience. Because, man, I just really felt like everything that I've done in the past, like, I had to force. This, I didn't have to force it. Don't get me wrong. I still have to work hard. That's the main purpose of it. Like, you know, like me and my wife was discussing earlier. You know, she was talking about how she was training this client, and all the client wanted to do was play. And what was you telling me she was playing?
She thought, oh, you're killing me.
Well, yeah. I've gotten that too. I don't know, man. I get to where I tell people now, I'm like, bro, training sucks. Like, it's. Don't get me wrong. It's like, it's not like a love-hate relationship. Like, I love it, but like,
I do.
Man, I don't know. See, now, I don't know, man. See, that raises something else now, right? Because I've gotten to the point now to where it doesn't suck. But now, if you want to have that mentality that it does suck, then it's gonna suck.
Yeah,
but knowing what I know about training, it doesn't suck to me. Because it's something that's expected. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm expecting my muscles to hurt. I'm expecting them to go through a strain. Hell, I encourage it. Hell, I even say this, man. I get why Arnold said what he said. When he said he was chasing a pump, right? He was getting a pump at the gym. He said, and this is literally the words out of his mouth. He said it came like, it was like coming. Like, it was like an orgasm. And I see why he said that, because I've been in that type of mode to where I'm pumping past the point of the pain, right? Like, because when you get into a certain rep range, and especially with a considerable amount of weight, man, those muscles are gonna get, boy, they're gonna be burning. They're gonna be tired, man. Your mind is gonna be telling the body, man, give up. But if you push past that, man, it is a certain kind of feeling that I can't explain. I can't explain to you. Like with the orgasm, you can't explain what the way an orgasm feels.
Feel good.
I couldn't, but all I know is like, man, I was like, wow, bro, that felt great. It even felt like it gave me more of a surge of energy. But then check this out, though, right? Do you want to know where you want to know the fascinating part about it comes in at? The fascinating part is that you can pick up a book and you can read about what is going on with yourself. You can read about it. And then that's where you get a better level of understanding, right? Yeah. And then at that point, training, in my opinion, now, a lot of this is going to be in my opinion, is working out don't suck to me. And that goes back to what me and my mentor was talking about earlier when we were talking about some little bit of lunch.
You want ranch or anything? Sauce?
Yeah, let me get some hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
Mm-hmm. So what we have here for lunch is what is that? Some chicken.
Yeah, herb crusted
chicken.
Herb crusted chicken with honey. No, I put cinnamon on it. I didn't.
Is it sweet potatoes?
Yeah, sweet potatoes. I did cinnamon and butter and honey.
Look at that. Yep, that was pretty good. But I mean, you can agree with me or not agree with me, whatever.
Peanut butter?
Let me take this hoodie off too.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Anyways, so that's what, and that just goes, man. That still just ties into our subject that we have today. Is what does fitness mean to you? What does it mean to you? And that's what it means to me. It's a lifestyle, man. It's learning how to. It's honestly just learning how to live and learning how to live and have a type of longevity. You know what I'm saying? Cause it beats to me it beats the alternative, and I'm not knocking nobody's lifestyle, but this is just how I live, man. Hey, well, you who me? That is that's facts in my opinion. I mean, this is facts. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't want to take it to that level, though. It's all about like I said, it's all about a mind state. That's all about what a mind state that you're in. I mean, I deal with clients who don't want to take it. They don't want to take it that far. You know, they don't want to take it that far. But that's why it's good to have podcasts and get that information out to people, because it's good for people to know this. It's good for people to know this.
Oh yeah, being stronger for the people around me. That's
Being stronger for the people around me.
That's right. That is right.
Gotta be.
And by you saying that means you gotta put some work into yourself.
Yeah, it's always putting work into yourself.
Yeah,
you gotta always put yourself first. You gotta think about it. For the people who say, "Oh, well, I ain't got time to work out." You got time.
Yeah, you
got time. You make time for what you want to make time for. Yeah. You're making time for all those other people around you, and you ain't even making time for yourself. And then guess what? When you start making time for yourself, you start telling yourself, "Oh, it's too hard." Man, listen, nothing worth having is ever gonna be easy. I'm gonna say that again, bro. Nothing worth having is gonna be easy. You gotta go through some tough shit. Think about how everybody. Think about the success. Think about successful people now, right? Imagine what they had to do to get that success. Imagine how hard, man. It was. Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some hard days. I'm expecting that. I'm not walking in. Listen, I love what I do, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's like a dream come true. It really is. It's like a dream come true.
Cool, I'll give you some.
Because, man, it was just how it went about. It's just how it went about. Just how it came about. I'm not going to say that works for everybody. Was there some hard times? Sure, there were some hard times. But it's all about a mind state. And fitness helped me with that, having a mind state. Having that, you know.
Black beans?
So,
come on, sit down and eat with me.
That's it. And if I'm smacking, let me know. Let me know if I'm smacking.
Smacking.
I need to get a knife.
Yeah, I forgot to get your knife.
But I really wish though. I honestly really wish I would have gotten a better workout today too.
Yeah.
But I'm just super stoked about how I was able to just, you know, get in there and talk to the people that I needed to talk to, for sure. Cause I mean, me and my partners, we're about to try to change the game on some stuff. For real. To me, it just really starts with getting certain information out there. That's all it is, man. And working out ain't as hard as what you think it is, man. Getting into some type of training, man, whether it's swimming or whether it's, you know, if you run track, want to run sprints, or if you play football and you're training for that sport or training for anything, it's really not that hard. It's what you make out of it. You know, practice makes perfect. This is what I always say. Training is practice, and practice makes perfect. So you got to think about it like this. I don't expect you to have all of what you need, right? I don't expect you to have it down on the first day. I don't even expect you to have it down 10 days from now. But if you keep working at it for a year, man, you'll have so much underneath your belt to where you can do anything at that point. If you don't play around with it, if you say, "Hey man, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna get serious."
Oh, this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm gonna get serious. I'm gonna do this work. I'm gonna put this work into myself, and you'll find out a lot about you. A lot about you, huh?
I was telling Paul he went and got the water.
You'll find out a lot about you. For real, a lot about yourself. But we're gonna get into I'll wait until the next podcast to get in some of this information behind me, because I'm gonna get some talking points together and pull some information out. Like I'll get into we'll get in the first thing we'll do as far as on the nutritional side, and I can go ahead and just let you know this now. We'll get into carbohydrates. We'll get into breaking down carbohydrates and, you know, going through that. Going through some of that information. What is the like amino acids?
One more.
Like babe, do you know what amino acids are?
That's what your proteins need, don't it? Make up proteins.
Yeah, see, boom, there we go. There we
That
go.
is what your proteins need.
That's a
No,
good-
it is what your proteins need.
Yeah, and we can see, there we go. That's good. That's good that you know that.
I know a little bit.
It's
Not
good
as
that you
much
know
as
that.
I should know.
Yeah.
So
But that's good
why I
that you
said
know
I
that.
wanna work on.
Because if you know this stuff, you can help your body regulate certain things.
Yeah, because you know what to put in your body.
Yeah, like if you understand what carbs are, if you understand what proteins are, and what
Definitely.
you know, fats and things like that are, you can have a better understanding of like how to really regulate what you're putting into your own body.
Right.
For real. If you wanna get that in depth with it.
Yeah. Why not?
Some people don't. I mean, but this ain't. But see, if I'm gonna be honest with you, for the people that view this, if that ain't you, then this ain't the place where you need to be. If that's not you,
Boy, this food is so good.
but it can be you. It can be you. It can be you.
Man, I'm just hungry too. Ooh.
You know.
Baby, is your food good?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It can be you for sure.
I wasn't intending on this to be this good. I thought it was gonna be just, kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up on these. I'm gonna get up on these frozen
Peaches, yeah.
Peaches,
Who
now.
had Peaches at? Who get my phone? I sure got mine sitting out waiting. That's my dessert there.
This girl happy about this food.
Man, I am. You don't even know.
It's
It's
good
so
though.
good.
It's chicken good.
Yes, I hadn't had really good old piece of chicken in a while. So,
Yeah.
man, good old protein.
I stopped eating meat for a while.
We went by the year.
Yeah. But I don't know. My understanding is a lot different when it comes to certain things.
Who looked at my phone?
So, anyways, and that's just from growing, from learning, and I appreciate.
Hello? It's in there.
I appreciate everybody that's tuned in this morning. But this food is really good though.
Man, it's really good.
But yeah, man. Other than that, like, I don't know if I really got anything else. I mean, we can just sit around, kind of talk, man, kind of just, But yeah, that has been my goal, man, and I wanted to get my.
This is so small.
I'm gonna get my people in here with me soon, and we're gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down with some people, and we're gonna talk about some stuff, and we're gonna go over more information together.
Listen to Claire. Oh, that's so sweet.
That's how we make each other better.
Oh,
For real.
that's it.
That's how we make each other better. And that's what we gotta do. And that's what the whole purpose of this is too.
I gotta get to this thing because this is irritating me.
For real.
See?
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna post that squat to my YouTube shorts too. So
I can't get into my stuff.
be on the lookout for that.
Go back down.
Go into settings, network settings.
Network setting.
Hit the thing.
Right there.
Yes.
Okay. Now what I do?
You're going back. Go down and go to settings.
I'm gonna finish up eating this food real quick.
Go down, yeah. Go to
Good.
settings.
Then I got me some peaches over here. I'm gonna push
Go to the
down.
network settings. Yeah.
Okay.
Go to wireless.
Okay.
Scan all networks again.
How do you scan?
Hit OK. Hit there. Select that. Hit scan again.
What's up? What you need? Need a spoon?
What he need a spoon for?
You hit it again?
What is your box say? Is your box on and is it
Alright, go
you
sit
got
down.
internet?
Yeah, it's on the floor.
I got this for my peaches, man. This food was good. Shoot, I told my food up, man. That food real good.
Why is not popping up?
Yeah, I'm gonna check this up, man. Food. So good, man.
What's up again?
No shit. What time is it? 12:03. Oh, that's a good time. That's a good time indeed. All right, so
Can I see the whole TV and not just that one little piece of it?
yeah, that's so good.
I don't know. Your network should be popping up there.
All right, so I'm gonna be getting to work too, cause I'm gonna be doing me some reading later, and it's gonna be I'm gonna be finishing up on carbohydrates.
Stop hitting my phone with that cord.
It's not doing nothing.
I don't know. Just try unplugging your box, waiting a few minutes, and then it plugs back
Man, I've been really enjoying myself now. Life has been good. No complaints, man. No complaints. I mean, I never had it so good.
up. Not right now, I can't.
I never had it so good.
I've been asking you this for like 3 weeks.
For real. Alright, she finna have to go. You hear me, babe? Am I supposed to be eating these peaches frozen?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can eat them.
They're good too. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be doing me some more studying on carbs, and we're gonna get that going for sure. That's gonna be good right there. And it's a lot. It's a lot. This information, bruh, it's a lot, but it's okay, man. When you get into it, or if you're already into it, or man, for the people out there, man, who are already masters at it, good, good. However it may work for you. However it may work for you.
Right.
What? Oh yeah.
Let me see. All right, Pooh.
Yeah.
Come on, Pooh.
What you got, Pooh?
Some water.
What you got? Oh, okay.
Say what?
Let me see here. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Did you unplug the Wi-Fi box?
Alright. So anyways, it's gonna be I'm getting into the next section. I'm getting into as far as carbohydrates is digestion of starch, and it's pretty cool what happens with that, because and let me tell you, man, I am one of them ones. I am a science guy when it comes to this. I love the science of the body, and this was something that I started tapping into a month ago. And this was honestly around the time I was actually going through my certification, and I was just getting into like some different things. But now I kind of have a straight line path, as far as like a straight line path as far as what I'm studying. So I'm getting into this chapter on carbohydrates and learning what I can from here, right, as far as my studying goes. So, like I said, on the digestion of starch, I'll break that down a little bit in the next podcast. Another one that I'm getting into is this book right here. Now, listen, man. This book right here, Essentials of Strength Training and Conditioning. This book is, listen, once you get your certification, okay, if you want a lot more guidance and just information to make you a better trainer outside, and you got however you need to study, you can go to the internet, or if you just want to get you some books to read and go, because all of it's going to help you no matter what, no matter if it's the internet or just getting you some books and reading, man. As long as you're doing some type of research, you'll end up with exactly where you need to go, especially depending on your style of training that you want to implement to other people and to yourself. So this book right here, man, this was given to me, man, from a guy from the gym. And let me tell you, that's one of the reasons why I say, like, things, man, when you're doing certain things will just work out for you. They just will. And so he ended up just giving me this book, right? And a lot of these books, some of them I had to order, some of them, man, but anyways, this is a very good book. It breaks down a lot of stuff. It breaks down a lot of, man, structure and function of body systems, biomechanics of resistance training, bioengineetics of exercise and training, endocrine responses to resistance exercise, adaptations to anaerobic training programs. It really breaks down a lot. Psychology of athletic preparation and performance. And it's a really cool section of what Kobe was saying. What Kobe was talking about as far as like the psychology of the game and being focused, and what did he call it? Mamba mentality. That's a big one there. Basic nutrition factors in health. So like, let's go over to nutrition factors. Let's go over to that section 175, man. All right. So and like, boom. So as you can see, so like, this is getting into that research, right? If you want to get into some really good research, now I'm pulling up basic nutrition factors and health, right? And then now I can take sort of these concepts that they have in this book, and I can relate them to the concepts over here as far as like what I have in nutrition over here. So, and what I like about this book though is that it kind of goes in depth too, and you're not gonna really find that in this book, all right? Because since this one is pretty much from the stand, what you have to understand about the differences in these books, of course, this is just breaking down nutritional sciences, but this one is kind of the health, the strength and conditioning, their perspective on what nutrition or basic nutrition factors in health is, as far as for someone who's going through any type of strength or conditioning. Alright? That's what's important to realize there. So it gets into like talking about like a sports dietitian, basically just like how you can get certified and some of the certifications, like to get certified in nutrition. So like, for instance, a CSSD is a certified specialist in sports dietetics. I'm hoping I pronounced that right, but I'm sure I did. Dietetics. So, I mean, yeah, like if you want to get certified in any type of thing dealing with nutrition, man, that's pretty dope. So it gets into like, my plate, and it breaks down like let's see. Let me get into something here. Education materials in the universe, because I've only read through this once. So it kind of gets into like for instance, like it has these tables in here, right? So like for instance, children from, or let's say males. Yeah, let's get into that. So we'll say males for between the age of 19 and 30, right? Now this is an estimated daily calories for those who are not physically fit. So pretty much for just like your average male between the age of 19 and 30 who isn't physically fit is supposed to have between about 2,400 calories. That's what this book states, right? This book, The Essentials of Strength and Conditioning. And see, this book that I have over here is Nutritional Sciences. So, excuse me. So, anyways, this table in here, and this is just breaking down just a few things about, like, nutrition and what this book says about, now, this is about, like, an overall spectrum of just things that you need throughout the day, right? For males, 19 to 30, and these are estimated calories, just the calories, as far as for a male who isn't physically fit. So it's 2,400 calories, and like fruit, 2 cups of fruit, 3 cups of vegetables, grains, 8 ounces, and 6.5 ounces for proteins, 3 cups of dairy, and 7 teaspoons of oils. All right, so and it breaks a lot more other stuff down too as well. And guys, this is how I break down stuff and implement and basically just take resources right from this book or from information, and I apply it through just through the kitchen here, since we're talking about nutrition, or if it's the training side of things, I implement it on the training side. And what works for me, and you know what, man, what's so beautiful about it is I don't just try something one time and be like, nah, that doesn't work for me, and I just give up on it. Guess what I do? I try it again, and I try it again, and I try it again, because it may work for me. I may not just be grasping it like I should, right? So, but if I would say, hey, it doesn't work for me, that's cool. That's cool, because what doesn't work for me will most certainly work for someone else. Alright? So, I see I got a few people in the podcast. So just drop down in the chat what fitness means to you. Please. If you are already in here, you don't have to. Of course, you don't. If you already dropped a comment, or if you just want to comment, that's cool. And feel free to engage, because this is something that we can talk about together. You know, like I was stating before earlier on in the podcast, I don't pretend to know everything. And feel free to throw out some information. We can look that up. We can talk about it. We can go over it, and we can learn from each other. But anyway, so it has that broken down. It's got it broken down from children from age 2 to 3 and up to males 51 and plus, and females 51 and plus. So it has like a little chart in here. Now, I mean, personally, I don't really go in depth on tracking what I eat. I used to, and I've thought about doing it again, and I believe I should, because that I ultimately like, man, if I started keeping like a journal, right, and that was another thing that me and a buddy of mine talked about at the gym earlier. Like if I kept a journal, and I was journaling for a while my exercises. I was journaling for a while, but I stopped. But I'm gonna start back doing it again. The only thing that I was doing was I was writing down the date and what exercises I did that day. And I should, man, if I would have continued to do that, I would have been able to look back and just be like, man, I did a lot of workouts. And I've done a lot of workouts, but that's a good way to really, like, I don't know, like, really make you focus and hone in. That's what I think personally. And if I really wanted to take it to that level, I easily could. It's a lot of work, but I easily could. But work ain't never killed nobody. And as far as just like, you know, just giving it a little bit extra, what you're doing now. I'm doing pretty much everything else, but it's just now tapping into some other things that's just gonna make my sword a lot sharper, man. Really get that, you know, what is it? Iron sharpens iron. Really keeping my iron sharp. So that's coming. That's gonna be coming in the future. And another thing that I'll go over too is I will be going live on Facebook soon. Right now it's just YouTube, but on Facebook I will be going live just to get this stuff help, you know, and work on getting this stuff out there. So this is pretty cool, right? Just this little chart alone in here, it's got this My Plate thing to where it's going over it's just going over, like, basically it's a website called www.choosemyplate.gov, and it basically it has all this information on there from these charts. It's from the USDA Center of Nutrition Policy and Promotion. So yeah, if you want to go by that to track, like, you know, what you eat daily, that's a good thing. But if not, and it has more like information on nutrition. So it's saying strength and conditioning professionals can rely on the following websites for more information about nutrition. And that's pretty cool that it gives you those websites. And I can post those websites, or, you know, it doesn't matter. It's whatever. If you want to know what those websites are, you can DM me. Just follow me on Facebook at Mike Mann, or on Instagram at let me see, what's my Instagram? And hey, put into the chat, please, what fitness means to you, or what health means to you, or what any of this, as far as like what you do in the gym, means to you. When I mean fitness, I don't necessarily mean just weight training, guys. I mean the whole spectrum of it, right? That's what we're going over. I'm a nerd when it comes to this now. Like, I could talk about this all day and learn about this all day, but I can't, because I am a full-time dad and a husband all at the same time. So, you know, my attention is needed elsewhere. But whenever I can sit down and read, like I was just saying earlier, I'm going to get through this chapter on carbohydrates. And then now, when we're going, now this is from the Nutritional Sciences book, but then if we're getting into the book over here, right, we're getting into, okay, so like for instance, this is something interesting that I read about B12, right? And I should have highlighted this, but it was talking about how, like, so it breaks stuff down like this. And it's like, and finally, though no longer considered a nutrient of concern, vitamin B12 absorption is affected by insufficient hydrochloric acid in the stomach, found in about 10 to 30% of older adults. Therefore, adults over the age of 50 are encouraged to consume foods fortified with synthetic vitamin B12, and or take dietary supplements, because their bodies can typically absorb vitamin B12 from these sources. B12 is found in animal foods, fortified nutritional yeast, and fortified cereals. Now, hold on, we're going to continue. Beef, lamb, veal, fish are some of the best sources of this nutrient, which is pretty cool, right? So let's get to Google real quick, right? because this is also part of research, because this was something I want to do. And what's cool is this can be the perfect time that we can do that. So let's get to Google real quick. Let's hold on real fast, because I got all kinds of stuff going on my desk right now. All right, so let's go to Google. So let's type in
What did I say?
hold on. Am I spelling it right?
Abby, if I asked you to wait in the car, would you?
Okay, nope. Fortified.
Abby, wait.
Hold on, let me see.
Abby.
Okay. Fortified. Let's just look up what fortified cereals are. Let's just write it. Let's just look that up. And that's cool, because like we can get it to like, if you want to know, like, okay, so Rice Krispies, Corn Flakes, Quaker Quick Oats, Wheat Biscuits, Bran Flakes. Okay, so fortified cereals. Gotcha. All right.
This is all really fun and exciting.
So let's try to get into it a little bit. Okay, so what is fortified cereal? Food fortification is the practice of increasing or adding essential vitamins and minerals to improve the nutritional quality of the food, according to the World Health Organization. While the process can help improve micronutrient deficiency in a given population, it can also make it easier to eat highly processed foods. Fortified cereals has been commonplace in the food industry for several decades, with roots spanning as far back as the late 1930s, when Kellogg's introduced a whole wheat cereal called Pep, the first ever cereal that was fortified with vitamin D and B vitamins. Okay, so, and this is pretty much just giving you like, bran flakes, yeah, so that's going to be, so that's how you pretty much will break down, any type of information, right? If you want to know something, especially like with me, right, when I go to research to definitely make myself better as far as like what I'm doing for my career, this is what I do. I'll like, okay, what is, because if I'm not understanding what a fortified cereal is or anything like that, I just have to look it up. But that's really cool about, B12 and B vitamins and where you can get those from. And then shortly after that, you get into macronutrients, which are proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. All right, so which, if we're going to get on to carbohydrates, right, then we can pull information from this side of the carbohydrates, right, I'm reading in this book right here. And then we can also get down into the nutritional science of carbohydrates. All right. And like I said, what I love about the nutritional science book is that literally, man, it's breaking everything down on a quantum scale, dealing with molecules and things like that. All right. Because it's pretty cool. Once you start getting into that side of it, that's really cool, in my opinion. All right. So, and that's just some of the things that we'll do on this channel as well, that we'll continue to do. All right, because that's always man, it's always pretty cool when you can just really put out information and things like that. So that's just getting on the nutrition side, and just some other things that's in this book that we'll cover too, which is pretty cool. Like I was going through, and we'll come back to the psychology, because like I'm gonna go over that whole Mamba mentality thing. All right, I'm gonna get back into that. And hey, like I said before we end the podcast, please put into the chat what does fitness mean to you. All right, I really want to see your perspective. I know I had Who You Me in here earlier, and was saying that being stronger for the people around me. Hey, that was really good. I thought that was really good, because like I was stating before, how can you help someone else if you can't even help yourself? That's just like, so let's put it into terms like this. How can you feel, what was I finna say? How am I gonna say this? How can I fill your cup up if my cup ain't even full? You know? The volume up, is that volume up louder or is it low? Hold on. Let me see. I don't think that affected anything. It's always gotta make sure. Cause my mic sound okay? It don't sound too loud, do it? I just saw a knob and turned it. Basically. Let me make sure, cause I just set this mic up. But yeah, how can I fill your cup up if mine isn't even full, man? And that's kind of what goes on, like, honestly, a little bit as far as like training wise, right? When I'm dealing with clients, like, how can I help this client if I can't even help myself? And that's what I'm willing to do, and that's why I'm so locked in to this. And we're gonna go over it, man. We can go over anything in here fitness related. It's a bit loud. Like, is it the background or is it the mic itself?
You look so angry. Does everyone always look at you that way?
Cause I haven't even and I just naturally talk loud too, so you just gotta bear with me on that. I'm naturally a loud talker, so. But okay, so. Then it gets into nutrition strategies for maximizing performance, which is good. We'll go through that too. Warm up and flexibility training was a good one. That's something that I'm going to be definitely working more on is warm up and flexibility training. It's the mic. Okay. Well, I just turned it down a little bit, so hopefully it's not too loud. Let me do it a little bit more. Maybe that'll be a lot better. Let me know if that's a lot better. You can probably hear a lot of the background noise too, because I don't have like any type of filters set up right now. I just literally just threw all this together and just jumped on. That's it. That's how excited I was to do this, man. If I wasn't that excited about it, I just would have been like, man, we can do this. I could put this off another day. But like, bro, what else will I be doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is already my career, so why not just be more involved? You know, it doesn't hurt to be more involved. Especially if you want to do things with it and, you know, take it to certain levels. Because that's all it is, man. That's all it is. So anyways, warming up and flexibility training. That's what I'm going to be getting on. Let me know if the mic sounds better. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, and thank you for subscribing as well to the channel. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And I'm going to fix all my alerts and stuff too. Like I said, I just got on, man. I used to stream back in the day. I was doing like video games and stuff. But I'm not really, I play every now and then. But I don't as much as I used to. So, let's see what else.
You know what works for me?
Babe, I love that part of the movie. Babe, I love that part of the movie. You know what works for me? And he just hey, Pooh. Program design and technique for plyometric training. That's something that I'm going over. Program design and technique for speed and agility training. That's something that I'm also working on. So I'm working on quite a bit of different things. I'm pretty much just bouncing around to this and to that. Another one that I have too, and a buddy of mine really has a lot of books, bro. Like, he has a lot. Shout out to Austin again, man. He has a lot. Shout out to Chancey Man as well. My wife Chancey Man has just became a certified trainer, and yeah, she's doing the same thing. And shout out to my other homie Rodney Thomas. Man, let me tell you, we had such a good conversation, at the gym. Like, for all, it was just 4 of us. We just sitting there talking, man. We really weren't working out, but we was doing what I do, like what I'm doing now, right? And let me get into this book right here. I just want to say shout out to these people. This is a good one too. This one's a really good one right here. So these are pretty much all I'm studying right now, and I'm gonna get more books. We got one more too. Got one more book, and then I got pretty much 5 good sources to choose from. As far as like what I'm pulling information from, and then outside of that, it's pretty much just like me going to the internet and doing this type of stuff right here, and then getting with my buddy, so we can go over more information. And let me tell you what, man, it's a lot of things that's happening right now that me and several of my peers are like working on and working towards when it comes to like personal training and, you know, just wanting to help, you know, this community period. Because like, bro, I'm not like one of them. Don't get me wrong, man. And that's not a shout out. That's not a shot to any of these guys. I mean, I think they're as good in their own right. But I'm not like a fitness influencer or anything like that. I'm just a guy that loves to train and love to train people and love to help people. That's it. I literally turned my hobby into something that I make money on. And I'm going to tell you what, I've been successful at it. I've been successful. Am I at my peak where I want to be? No. But I've been success. I am successful at it. Okay? So, what I do is I apply myself through my work. I apply myself through my learning. And I mean, in my opinion, I don't need like this is the only thing I do outside of like making like TikToks I used to make TikToks of like my workouts and stuff, and I'm about to get back into doing that again. And also, let me put my Instagram down here too. Let me put my Instagram in the chat real fast. Y'all follow my Instagram as well. Let me put that in. And then I'm gonna pretty much be done for the day. So let me put that in real quick. Where do I go to do that?
Stay away from my sister!
Stay away from my sister! Oh, duh. Let me just copy the link. Did I copy it? I guess I did. Okay, so let me go ahead and get that down here real quick, right? Oh, who's calling me? Paste. That's not it, bruh. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. This ain't working how I want it to. But it's pretty much the same thing as my YouTube, I believe. Hold on. Let me go back to my YouTube. And I'm gonna do this. I don't know what time I'll be back on tomorrow. It might be a little bit later since it's Halloween, but I will do something. I will pop back on live tomorrow at some point in time. No, it's not the same thing. Alright, so it's at, hold on, let me put it in here. Okay. Let me put it in. Let me just put it in the chat. So it's at, and I'll have this up on, I'm going to have all this ready for next time. Because I post a lot of stuff regarding like workouts and stuff too. Like on Instagram. I never was really big into Instagram. And just social media period. But I see the use for it. But I just put that down in the chat. So go to my Instagram. Follow me there. You can also follow me on Facebook. Let me put my Facebook down there as well.
You can't stay
staying there forever, you know?
Facebook is just Mike, man. So follow me on Facebook as well. Because I do post, and that's pretty much what I post on social media. But follow me there at my Instagram. Follow me there at my Facebook. And therefore, when you follow me on those two places, you'll also find out that I will be posting like information as far as like when I go live. All right, so that's what I'll pretty much be doing. Other than that, though, so on the next stream, we'll get on. Let's see here. We'll get on. We'll get further along in these books. I have a talking point. Honestly, for
They're all waiting for you.
will it be? Yeah, that's fine. What fitness means to you? That's what it'll be. It'll be that. That sounds good to me. But besides all that, though,
How did we get there?
I think the first one went pretty good. I like it. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. I definitely appreciate everybody that's tuned in. And before we leave and part ways today, tell somebody you love them. Okay? Remember, it's all about mind state. And before we leave, if anybody wants to, finish off the chat by telling me, what you love about fitness and what fitness means to you, the floor is open. And I will leave a couple minutes for that. And if we don't get anybody, then I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to follow me on our social media platforms. Please. Thank you. Thank you for the subscribe. You who me. I want to give a shout out to Chancy Man. I want to give a shout out to Rodney Thomas, and I want to give a shout out to Austin. All right. And I want to give a shout out to those people right there, man. I also want to give another shout out to my boy Joshua Glenn as well. Yeah. So, and these are all people who live this type of lifestyle, man, and they're in it, and they love it, and hey, it has become them. You know what I mean? Like, and that's key right there. That's key because, like, if you know how to take care of your body properly and you understand the ways of doing it, there should be no reason why. I'm not saying that like anything can happen to anybody at any given time. You know what I'm saying? The next 5 minutes isn't even promised. But what I'm saying is to help your chances within the next 5 minutes, and moving on into the future, like living the most healthy lifestyle you can live. Okay? Like really focus on your health. All you need to be active every day is 30 minutes to be active. That's it. It's not really just like that's not a long time, man. I guarantee you somewhere along your day you can find 30 minutes to go and get you as far as a stress reliever, man. If you feel like you've been stressed out for the day, if you feel like, man, my kids have just been stressing me out. If you feel that way, let me tell you what, go and get you a 30-minute walk in. And when you come back, I guarantee you'll feel 10 times better than you felt before when you were stressed out. You won't even have no more stress. And that's what you got to keep doing. You got to keep doing that. You got to keep that up daily, right? And then when you keep that up daily, man, it becomes routine. Now, I'm not telling you that you have to be like a nerd like me and I'm not saying that. But, you can take it to that level if you want to. All right? But other than that, though, man, this has been this has been your boy Mike Man, with this podcast on today. And the question I'm going to leave you with is, what does fitness mean to you? What does fitness mean to you? Alright? Make sure to subscribe to the channel, man. Like, and definitely comment what, if you make it to the end of this video, comment what fitness means to you, alright? And we'll talk about that in the next video. And if you have any topics or anything that you want to bring up about training or anything, man, hey, leave it in the comment section. Follow me on social media. You can DM me, and we can go over that stuff, man. I promise you, alright? So, y'all take it easy. I'll see you at some point tomorrow. Again, go and follow me over at my social medias, right? My Instagram and on my Facebook, and you'll find out what time I'll be going live, alright? So,